So I'm grabbing Kenyatta like, come on, let's go. She like, I know how to walk out here myself. I know how to walk out by myself. I don't need nobody to touch me or grab me. She making a big scene in front of all these people, okay? So everybody looking like, what is happening? What is going on? So the lady she wasn't even all the way in the front of the line. You just see her like, can we order? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, y'all can order. So I'm like, just go. She like, okay, I'm about to leave. So she opened up the door and then she walked out. I'm like, crazy. I'm like, I'm sorry about that. I'm like, what you're having? He like, man, it took y'all long enough. I'm like, what you're having? So he put in he tell me his order. So I'm trying to help get a little few people down. It was at least about a good 8, 9 people in there. So as I get to the second one, I notice Kiki ain't walk out. So Kiki in the back, she like, look, how many people in the front? I'm like, you okay? She like, how many people in the front? I'm like, I don't know. It's like a good handful, maybe like 8 or 9 people. She like, okay, boom. She walks out there, right? So Dave like, she's very upset. She said something about one of her nails popped. I'm like, I don't even know what happened. So Alex come, he like, hey, here go that other order. So he like, yo, what was all that? What was that about? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, Kiki told Kenyatta to go home and it went from there. I'm like, I don't know. They been having this crazy beef. He like, I bet over you. I'm like, nah. He like, yo, we ain't had this much action in a long time. And since we hired you, it's been crazy with the girls. He like, it's almost time for me to clock out. So boom, as me and Alex talking, Kiki, she comes straight through the door. She like, y'all, look, we gonna take care of these few people and we're about to close the store. So I'm like, wait, I know I'm finna get ready to get off, but you still got more minutes. So I'm like, wait, it's gonna be too early. She like, nah, you know where she live, right? I'm like, who? She like, yo, boo, Kenyatta, you know where she live? She like, you ain't gotta tell me. I could go in Miss Shirley's office and I could look at the applications. And I'm like, wait, I'm like, first off, I don't think we should shut Miss Shirley, you know what I'm saying, restaurant down. She like, we're shutting it down. I'm going to go check her. I'm like, look, we can wait. Let's just finish these hours. I'm like, I can stay up here with you. She like, oh, no, you going with me. I'm like, huh? She like, you going with me. I'm like, I don't want to get in no more trouble. She like, you going with me. I'm like, okay, I'm going with you. So you hit a bell, ling, 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 right? So she goes back out there. So I'm like, oh, my God, let me go help her. So I goes in the front with her. So more people are starting to come in. More people are starting to come in. So she like, oh, that's my last guess. So she straight up, that's my last guess. So they like, we can't put our order in real fast. She like, no, we cutting everything off. That's our last guess. He like, but y'all don't close. We still got a couple more hours. Y'all don't close just yet. She like, it's a family emergency. I'm sorry. She like, you could just come tomorrow. Yo, your meal will be on me. Boom. They leave out. She leaves right out the door. She locks the store door. So whoever was in there was in there. So she was letting everybody know, like, yeah, I'll let y'all out when y'all get y'all food. Boom. We in the back now. She helping us getting everything together. She helping with the fish. She helping with chicken. She ain't said, Kiki ain't said a word. She just going from station to station, and she in the midst of like shutting the store down. Like she putting stuff up and she like, hey, when is that order? I'm like, hey, babe. She like, what? I'm like, you gotta calm down. I'm like, she gonna lose her job. She like, she most definitely gonna lose her job. She like, but since she wanna fight like we on the street, we gonna be in the street. Now I'm like, hey, I'm like, come on, my mama come home in a couple of hours. I'm like, let's just leave from here and go to my crib and chill. She said, yeah, we gonna go to your crib and chill. I'm like, hey, chill out. She like, is that chicken done? Babe, can you please see if the chicken done? I'm like, all right. She like, cause there's nothing you're gonna be able to say or do to stop me. I'm like, so you looking for trouble? She said, how? Oh, so you want to protect her? So Dave like, I got the, wait, it's about to be another Royal Star? I'm like, no. I'm like, that's the fish. Thank you. I'm like, hey, shut your stuff. I'm like, we ain't got no more fish tickets, right? He like, no. I'm like, all right, shut your fish off. So now it's like, okay, you want to shut the store down? We gonna shut the store down. I just want to let Miss Shirley know if when this all boils down and come to a surface that, hey, I said we shouldn't shut the store down, okay? At least I stood on ground. I was trying to, on business. I was trying to stand on business, but Kiki just was not going. So boom, we getting the people out. Now we're down to the last 2 people, right? Boom, we get that order out. They're gone. She locked the store, right? She locked the store straight up. So all of a sudden we getting calls, right, on the store phone. She don't want to pick up the phone because she like, we're closed. So I'm like, I'm gonna pick up the phone, right? So I'm like, I'm sorry, we closed. Straight like that, I picked up like, sorry, we closed. So all of a sudden you hear, tell that B, I'm going to be waiting on her outside. How y'all going to close? It ain't time to close yet. She like, just know that I'm right out here right now. I'm like, wait, what? She like, I'm out here right now. So I'm like, I'm trying to look. I'm like, I don't see you now. It's like not dark, but it's getting dark. So I'm like, I don't see you. She like, you don't supposed to see me. Just tell your little girlfriend I'm waiting for her. I'm like, why y'all doing that? I'm like, stop, you know Miss Shirley gonna be mad. She like, I don't give a about Miss Shirley being mad. I don't give a, do you hear me? I don't give a. So she yelling on the phone, spitting all through the phone. Click, let me hang up on you. I don't know, I don't know. Click, you crazy. So soon as I walked back there, all of a sudden, Kiki was like, why are you answering the phone? I'm like, I was just letting them know we closed. She like, okay, they would have found that out. I'm like, all right. She like, what they wanted? I'm like, oh, they just wanted to put a pan of wings in. I didn't even want to let her know that Kenyatta was out there waiting. Now I got to strategize how I'm going to make her stay in here and calm her down. So I'm like, I think we should reopen it. So she said, listen, I don't care what you think. She want to disrespect me and she thinks she's going to get the last lick. And she's not. She's not. My mama ain't raised no punk. She's not getting the last hit. So I'm like, okay. She not getting the last lick. So all you hear is, boom. That's the smoke area guys. They coming out. They like, so we really closing early. I'm like, I don't supposed to be talking about it no more. I'm like, Kiki, boss lady. I'm like, we're closing early. She say, I think everybody deaf. So y'all watch me. So she started working in the back. And so she started getting the water together for the mop and all that. She like, Dave, start cleaning out your grease stuff, your grease trap. She grabbed the register, bring it to the back on the prep table area. She started counting. So I'm like, okay, I guess she's showing us we shutting the house down. So boom, all of a sudden the smoke area boys, they like, hey, yo, you know, Alex like, you want to smoke? He like, come on. He like, come on, Kiki, let's smoke and like calm your mind down. She like, okay, let me get down on my register. She being calm, so boom, she count her register. We go out the back way. Now, as we in the back way, mind you, remember I told you how Miss Shirley back way is. She got some smokers out there on the back. You know what I'm saying? It's only we can park back there, which is the co-workers, right? Only we can park back there. It's only a special key or it can only be opened by Miss Shirley for you to be able to park back there, okay? People cannot see us, but we can see them. It's a big gate, okay? Nobody can jump this gate or they'll be mad electrocuted. Nobody can cross over from the inside on the outside. If you happen to get over, oh, you still stuck, okay? But a 9 out of 10, you're not getting over this gate. So we over there, we out in the back, outside, where his car at. We're not inside the car. We're smoking, right? All of us out there is me, Alex, Kiki, David, and the other smoke area guy. Boom, so we're smoking. So they like, hey, how did that happen though, Kiki? What happened? So Kiki giving from detail to detail to detail. She like, this happened, that happened. I'm tired of her. She just mad because she can't get Roshan, blah, 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 blah. So he look at me, he like, I knew it was because of you. I'm like, that fight did not. First off, let's get this together. Let's get the story together. It's not because of me, okay? It was because she didn't want to listen, okay? And she just had a hard time with Kiki. So Kiki like, nah, she ain't never had no hard time for real. I'm like, before she got hired, what was the reason why she started working here? She was like, because she saw me at your house. And she liked you and she knew I liked you. So she wanted to come up here and get the same job I had. I'm like, but when she got the job, she was trying to be cool with you, right? She was like, yeah. I'm like, and we was all cool when she came up on the porch. She like, yeah, but she was still doing this. She just don't know how to. So she met, you could just tell Kiki is just like, she don't hear nothing. She got a tunnel vision, and only thing she can see is Kenyatta. That's the only thing. So as we smoking, right, we getting ready to get done because we was only smoking one fat blunt. So he like, y'all want to hit it? So Dave like, wait, I think I can hit that a little bit. He like, wait, let me see. And he hit it one time. That bad boy said, in the back of his throat. He like, yeah. He trying to cough it out from the back of his throat. So we patting his throat. We like, you good, you good. He spit it out. He like, oh my God. He like, I got to get the taste in my mouth. He runs, boom. He runs back in the store. So you hear, yeah, she want to keep on thinking she tough. I'm finna show her. You can hear somebody mouth loud. That mean they got to be on the perimeter. That mean they got to be on the land. That mean they somewhat close to us. So Alex like, shh, what is that? So he creep over there on the other end and he looks, right? Because we was on the back end, right? You got to remember, we better back up. But we can walk the way how spacious it was. We could walk and look and still see the front. We could see people trying to get in the store. So the way it was set up was nice. But we outside in the back, don't forget. So you hear, yeah, she thinks she tough. I'm finna show her, I promise you. So we hear somebody just loud mouthing. So Alex like, let me see who that is. So he go look, he like, yo. So we all, boom, we go look. It's Kenyatta and another girl. Now, I never seen this other girl. I don't even know who this other girl is. But you can hear Kenyatta talking tough, right? So all of a sudden, Kiki like, okay, she, out loud. She said, oh, she waiting on me. Okay, she waiting on me. I'm like, shh, shh, shh. Right? I'm like, come, let's go. Let's go. She like, let me go. I'm like, let's go. So, boom, we go back in the store. So Alex like, yo, do you want me to call the police? And so she like, you know what? Yeah, call the police because she shouldn't be up and she should have been waiting down the street somewhere. You want to be right here waiting on me. You don't even want me to get myself together and you got somebody. I'm like, I ain't going to let nobody touch you. I'm like, nah, don't call the police. Ain't nobody going to touch her, right? That's how I'm going in. Ain't nobody going to touch her. So, boom, we finish shutting the store down. Flick the lights off. Phew, phew. Dave like, hold on. I'm still putting on my jacket. So he put on his jacket. So he come. Now, it's dark in there, right? Here he coming from the back way, and he like, oh man, I didn't catch it. He up there playing Pokemon still. Now remember, he always be on his Pokemon game. You just see a light from a phone, and he like, oh, I didn't catch it. I'm like, put the phone away, just in case we got to break up a fight. He like, wait, they finna fight again? I'm like, they out there waiting on her. He like, wait, who? So he like, what we gonna do? I'm like, all right, y'all. So we was over there by the register. I'm like, so Alex, me and you should leave first. He like, when I leave, I'm gone. I'm like, yeah, but we can't. Kiki like, I'm not listening to none of y'all playing. We're leaving out. Let's go. I'm like, wait. Let's make her think you left. Because I'm trying not for it to be a fight. She like, no, my car is still out there. I'm like, okay. I gotta think. So Alex like, I got it. So I'm like, what? He like, how about I take your car and drive it back there from the back area and you could get in your car like that and just straight pull off. She like, yeah, but what if she follow you? He like, she ain't gonna follow me. I'm like, I'm finna walk with you. So boom, that's the game plan. That is the game plan. We came up with a game plan. We goes, boom, out the door. Now we right by the front door. So we open that front door. The alarm or nothing I said. We still got Dave, the other guy from the smoke area in there that be helping Alex. And we still, you know what I'm saying? And we still got Kiki in there. So we can't cut the alarm on yet. So boom, we goes outside. So Kenyatta like, where she at? I'm like, yo, chill, right? Chill. So Alex, boom, he unlocked the door. He like, oh, she left? Oh, she left? Where she ran? She left? So Alex like, hey, go on ahead, move from behind the, you know what I'm saying, behind the car, right? He let that one like, move from behind the car. She like hitting on the back of the trunk of the car. Like, so as she hitting on the trunk of the car, all of a sudden the door flew open. You see, yo, the way that it happened, like I could see, but it was like, my mind was trying to catch up. Like, it was like, oh my God, but before I could react, I could see as Kenyatta back there bamming on the trunk area, like hitting her trunk area. You got Alex inside the car, just trying to back it up so he could pull out. He let the window down, tell her, hey, move from back. I don't got to move, hitting it. So I'm like, hey, now the way I'm facing is I'm not inside the car, though. I'm standing up on the passage, like standing up outside the car, but on the passenger side way. So I'm looking at her hit it, and her friend just standing there laughing like, I'm thinking it's funny. So some just told me, look this way at the door, because I didn't know if it was just something, you know how you can feel somebody's presence is coming or around or on the way, or here come a bum rush. Man, by the time I looked, before I could even collect my thoughts, I see Kiki running out the door, right? But when she ran out, she pushed the door and kicked it at the same time. She pushed the door and kicked it at the same time. She ran out there, and before she could even grab Kenyatta, before Kiki tried to grab Kenyatta, you see the friend coming. Now, mind you, I'm standing there like, oh my God, no. She's running out, because you got to remember, Kiki already is heated. Kiki was already on go mode the whole time. So now she done ran out there, and I look. Once I look and Kenyatta ran around the car and they met up, I see Kenyatta's friend running towards the fight. Like, oh, that's her? So I'm like, okay, I got to let her handle business, right? Thinking that at least David or the other guy gonna come out to help, okay? We out beating him. So the other girl, she running up. I'm like, I'm like, it's a one-on-one. She like, ain't no such thing. I'm like, hey, it's a one-on-one. She like, bow. First off, she didn't smack me like that. She smacked me like bow, and with a muff though. It was like a bow move. So it was like, what? So I tried to push her with all my might. And I'm like, you just smacked me? Boom. When I pushed her, the way she fell, you know, like how a person fall back like, ooh, and get back up. She fell all the way on her buttocks. Boom. She get up. She like, ah. So I'm like, hey, Alex. Now, Alex pulls the car out, right? He parks it, though, on the side. So, like, all she got to do is go to the car. He didn't park it, like, in the back area now. He coming out, like, trying to stop the fight. So, when she gets ready to go to the car, she can just pull off. Now, mind you, he got the key in the initiated. The car is still running, okay? The car is still running. Nobody knows this, but I pays attention, right? I'm noticing that Dave didn't run out. I'm noticing the other guy didn't run out. The girl now, she wants to fight me because I'm gonna push her. She like, yo, Dad, you know, she calling me a. I'm like, girl, like, I'm like, move. I'm like, stop. She like, So boom. Alex, he grabs her. He like, hey, little mama, chill. He like, hey, yo, chill. She like, let me go, put me down. So I go over there. They over there tussling. When I say they tussling. So I'm trying to break up the fight. I'm getting swung on. Boom, I felt a scratch right on my neck. I'm like, oh, somebody just scratched you, but they got nails on. You hear MF or beat. You hear, you, Joe, it's just nothing but cuss words, right? Coming out their mouth. So I'm like, yo, stop. So I'm like, there go the police. They stop, right? And so Kenyatta look like, ain't no police. I was having my way with you. So Kiki like, it don't gotta be over. She like, yeah, but your lip bleed. Your lip bleeding though. Right? Kenyatta telling her, yeah, your lip bleed. She like, okay. She like, come on, bust my other lip. You bust it right here. Come on. She like, come on, bust it. Come on. All you doing is pulling hair. I'm like, hey, chill. She like, no. You tell her to chill. I'm like, hey, relax. We're going to my house. So Kenyatta, she walks off with her friend. Here come Dave. Dave opened up the door. He like, it's all right if we come outside. I'm like, why you didn't help? He like, I didn't know what to do. I thought you want me to stay in so make sure nobody come. I'm like, come on. So Kiki like, come on, y'all get out the store. Come on, get out the store right now. So boom, they get out the store. So Alex like, hold on. I got to grab my stuff. He go grab his bag. Boom. He comes out. She locks the door. He goes and grab his car. She goes straight to the car. I'm like, hey, can I talk to you? She like, no. I'm like, let me talk to you. Come in. So I'm walking towards the car with her. She gets in the car and pull off. Didn't he? Joe, I'm talking about, imagine me trying to get to. Joe, this girl was power walking. Yes, I feel like I don't need to power walk with you. She was that mad that she got in there. The car was already cranked up because Alex left it going. Shoo. I'm like, did she what? So Alex, boom, he pulled out. He like, Dad, she left you? He like, you want me to take you to the crib? I'm like, no, I'm good. Dave like, she's really mad. So Dave like, hey, I have a doobie. Y'all want to hit it? I'm like, man, I was finna go to the crib. So Alex like, man, look, my eye just got blown. Yeah, let's hit that. So we get in the car. The other guy from the smoke area, he gone. So we smoking. So I'm sitting there now, you know what I'm saying? The Zaza that kicked in, the gas that kicked in. So I'm talking to myself in my mind like, so she's just really gonna pull off like that? Like when I'm trying to look out for her, like I'm just talking to myself. So he like, hey, you want me to drop you off at the crib? I'm like, nah. I'm like, you know where Kiki stay? He like, yeah, no, I know she stay like a block, you know, down that way. I'm like, all right, never mind. He like, what, you about to go over there? I'm like, yup. He like, you want me to take you there? I'm like, no, I'll walk. So I'm like, I got to figure out how we're going to explain this to Miss Shirley. He like, she definitely going to find out. I'm like, what make you think? He like, she be watching the cameras like a owl, like a hawk. I'm like, well, we'll worry about that later. Boom, I get out the car. They like, hey, I gotta walk down that way too. So he like, hey, I could drop you home, Dave. He like, you sure? So Dave end up staying in the car with Alex and they pull off. So I'm walking, I'm like, I am approach her. So I'm just coming on like, so why you, no, that's too aggressive. So Dad, you gonna leave? No, that's too much. So boom, I see her car is parked in front of her crib. Now mind you, I'm supposed to be at the crib, okay? I ain't got nothing. I ain't bring no food for Caleb or nothing, all right? Everything just broke out and happened like that. So I'm in front of her crib. Her car is parked there. I ring the bell. Ring the bell again. She opened the door. I'm like, can I talk to you? She like, did you really just show up on my doorstep?